With how depressing, dark, and how heavily conflict the world of Arknight is, Noir is just there to lighten the mood. He's just there to literally tell you, this world may be a bit dark, also a bit bloody, but I'm there for you, bro. So let's go to an izakaya and drink our sorrows out. My treat. And I don't know why, but Nor is that one homie or bro that everyone wants to be with or everyone wants to have. But before I start rambling on what I feel about Nor, I think it generally makes sense that I should talk about who Nor is or his lore as like a character. So, about Nor or Nor Corne, which is his full code name, he basically originated from a infamous clan of Higashi. Since there's basically the word infamous in their clan's name, I'm guessing this clan is a not so very good clan, I'm guessing. Again, I have not studied the lore of Arknights. When I play Arknights, I primarily play it for the game itself and didn't pay a lot of attention to its lore. So because of this, do take these information with like a grain of salt. But going back to Nor, he came from this one infamous clan which wasn't really specified, and this clan was on a like ongoing war with another Higashi clan that again wasn't really specified, and he was assigned as like a assassin targeting one specific person who was Yato, by the way. But that one specific person he was targeting was also targeting him as well. And when they finally met in the battlefield, Nor was like, yeah, so my clan sent me to target you, but your clan sent you to target me. So in other words, we're basically like targeting each other. Isn't that funny? And then Yato was like, yeah, that is kind of funny. And then after that, they fought. With Yato slightly winning, because I'm guessing they're almost equal in power. And as Yato was about to completely take care of Nor, Nor was like, you know what? My clan made me do some terrible shit and I wasn't proud of. So take my life, I have no regrets. And then Yato generally just like felt bad and she just like spared Nor. And after she spared Nor, Nor was like, yeah, I kind of hate my clan. I'm guessing you hate yours as well. So do you just want to like dip the fuck out and never come back? In which like Yato respond, okay, sure. And then they left. Like there's like literally like an ongoing war where their ancestors are like literally putting their blood, sweat, and tears on the line. And Yato and Nor was like, yeah, fuck this shit, and they left. And after some time, they ended up discovering Rhode Island, and they ended up joining Rhode Island. And again, that's like a good TLDR for Nor's lore with a slight amount of Yato's lore as well. In the end, I would say Nor's story was like a very cliche romantic / comedy, which is, very, very refreshing compared to like the other lore that I've seen in Arknight, which I believe is very, very dark and just completely depressing. Now, I think that's like the perfect time to stop talking about Nor's lore, and I think this is like the perfect time to talk about his character design in general. And again, this is like my favorite part of this segment because I am an illustrator myself. Here are some character designs I've created. I can't really show the other creations I've created because they're not safe for YouTube, but if you're like, very interested, then you can just go ahead and like visit my Twitter page. The link is like in the description, by the way. But going back, in terms of his like design, I would generally say it's pretty good. He has like a medium-sized jacket, a white t-shirt, some sweatpants, a yellow keycard strap around his neck, a hairstyle that perfectly represents a Oni's hair, which, generally makes sense because he is a Oni himself. And from like all the elements I have seen so far, I'm guessing in terms of like what the illustrator is trying to go for, I'm guessing he's trying to go for like a laid back, chill guy with like very strong like capabilities because, he is quite muscular. And because of this, I do believe that his role as a tank generally fits him because he's kind of chill, because he's kind of chill, and he has like strong capabilities to be able to protect others, which again generally fits the role of like how a tank should be. Now, gameplay wise, Not really a lot to say other than he is a tank with his main purpose being a tank, like blocking enemies. Basically, from reaching the save point or like the blue blocks you see, or the blue box you see in like the gameplay, or like just taking hits in general. Again, his kit is like really straightforward. In terms of like skins for Noir, he doesn't have any skins because he's like a 2-star operator, but he does have like a alter variant, which is basically his Rat Halos form, where he wears Rat Halos armor plus weapons. In this form, he does get like a change in class as well. I think going from tank to guard, which in the lore it does generally make sense because he was assigned as like a assassin. So him being able to just easily switch from tank to guard as a role just generally makes sense. And I just really find it really cool how like some alter forms tells like story or maybe hints a small amount of their lore. And I think that's all I can say about Noir in general. If you want to see me like talk nonstop and break my voice box, then please do go ahead and subscribe. And that's generally feel like all I have to say. So I guess bye or bye bye. You know what? I'm just gonna say bye.